Hey everybody, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And here is Andy Pajes. Right down to shoot, so we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. Ball one there. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carpenter makes the catch, and there's one gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Just missed. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Torkelson, and they get the out on Smith. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. Two out, space is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And the pitch.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry. Carpenter. Swing and a foul out of play.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Swing and a ball popped up. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Riley Green.
watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, Boo.
Carpenter over at first with one away. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
Oh, now a great stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. Game 1 of the World Series. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy, in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. That one inside, 2-1.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Line and a base hit into right. And a good start to the inning. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Enrique Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's bad. Gone.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Miguel Rojas in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one way outside. Now 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Lined, and that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Paz stands in now and watches strike 1. Throw on to Torkelson. They limit the damage here. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Colt Heath. Glasnow back to work. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Puts a bunt down, and that goes foul. Fastball is outside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That missed by 2. This one in the air. Freeman under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the catch. Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He'll touch them all. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this play. All set for the start of the inning. The batter now will be Will Smith. And a foul ball. Smith will handle the catching duties in this one. Batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Not much to this one other than
runner on the go. Foul ball there. Skubal ready to fire now. Runner on the go again. And Freeman is retired. And now it's Mookie Betts. And that one is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Smith, the runner at second with 1 away. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is downstairs. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position with 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. They get a leadoff single. Bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Javier Baez. This one high in the air to left center. Edman sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Terry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Ball 1 to the right fielder.
1-0.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edman in position. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here is Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Glass now, ready and deals. That one
that ball
off the
went out.
mark, and the count is 1-1. Good
That's
take
ball
by
2.
Torres. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez makes the play, and that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hard ground ball, base 9. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next one misses, and the count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hammered, base hit. Makes the sliding grab. Back to first, and they got him. Double play. Here's Kike Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. Strike 1 to Kike Hernandez. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. And there's the ball. The other way. Makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Popped up left side. Betts. And there's one down. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Grounded out his first time up. In the air out towards right center. Edman sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Colt Keith. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it. And it went a long way.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game. This one in the air center field. Edman in position. He's got it. That is the inning. Game 1 of the World Series. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
Nope, that's the ball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball
You know,
1,
these
no strike.
Dodgers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Pajes in now, takes ball 1 off the
Count
plate.
1-0.
Fouled off down the right side. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
2-2 count.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fights it off, he'll see another. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Baez fires over to first, and they get the out on. Back here in Detroit, and now Parker Meadows. Glass now back to work. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Freeman, and he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. The batter now, Javier Baez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2. Meadows at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws in time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out. Down to second. Gets back as he almost ran into another out there.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get this
throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Baez puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Mookie digs in here.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Tosses across to first, and Betts is set down. And that is out of play. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Now, Gleyber Torres. And that one fouled off. Torres goes 6'1", 205 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Green in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fought off foul. The 1-1. And that's fouled off. All tied up here in game 1 of the World Series. Out towards right center field. Hernandez sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. That's
Ball
a little
two.
bit low. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 3-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Up and in, ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singing.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat.
Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Number 22, Clayton Kershaw.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 400. 150 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
And it looks like trouble. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Really important at bat coming up now. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended.
Got him! And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit in the launch.
This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one hit to right. Carpenter drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Lifted in the air, right field. Hernandez ranging after it. And there's one away. Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. Gets the bunt down the right side, and that's a foul ball. To the right side, and he handles it himself for the out. So here's Baez now. And that misses. 1-0.
1-0.
That one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in his count.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Next pitch is outside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter, 1 for 3. Swing and attacker that rolls foul. Fouled off. He was late. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curve. Back.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
And that one fouled off.
Number 64, Kyle Finnegan.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play. That misses off the outside edge. Just off the outside edge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Freeman up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And fouled off. With the tying run on at first here in Game 1 of the World Series.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. One gone here. Here's Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Turns and fires to Betts. The shortstop takes the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate. Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
The 1-1. And that's outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And down on strikes he goes. That is his 3rd of the game.
Pitching for Los Angeles.
Back here in Detroit. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Gleyber Torres. Ball
1, no
one.
strike.
The 1-0. That one hammered left field. That's back. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He circles the bases. His second homer this series. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, out towards left center. Edman balls it in, and there's one away. And next up for the Tigers, Spencer Torkelson. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And next to hit for Detroit, Colton Keith. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Digging in, Zach McKinstry. And first offering is fouled off. Runner takes off, bunts it in the air. And that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up.
Now pitching
And
for
here's
the
the closer
Tigers.
to try and finish off game
Number
one.
19.
Will Vest.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
Center fielder, Tommy
You talk
Edman.
about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Hernandez in the box now, takes strike one. With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And there's one away. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one down the line. Throw on to Torkelson. Just one out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down.
And that is the ball game.
Yikes, that one was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
the second baseman, Alex DeJesus. Line drive, and it's caught. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Adrian Pinto. Now a flare off the bat. That one down for a hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single. And now the right fielder, Will Robertson. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
1-0.
Throw to second, out. Even with the amazing speed he's got, stealing a base is tough to do. Great job by the catcher to get that ball out efficiently and accurately to cut him down for the caught stealing. Up and in. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Javon Ward will hit next. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count 1-2. Left-handed batter waiting. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. That's gotta feel good. A 2-run blast, and they lead it. It's 2-0. And that extends the inning. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Struck him out looking. But 2 runs. This broadcast is sponsored by NARF, helping small businesses do big things through science.
Yep.
Top half of the second from Hartford, and steps on the bag for the out. Riley Torada, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Just missed.
No, that's a ball.
Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. That's great discipline at the dish. He fell behind 0-1, then didn't overextend or get greedy. Now he's got a favorable count on 3-1. Here's a pop-up. No luck as this one's sized up. And there are 2 down. Now, Matt Watley. And that's in for a strike. Recovering well after he had a rough first inning. And the manager can keep the bullpen idle a while longer. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left, Thompson. There with plenty of time, inning over. Offense. Man at first with 1 gone. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, number 9. Checks the swing, and now an appeal to first. No swing, Dave Lawrence on the call. The 1-0 pitch. And a curve drops in for a strike. Runner at first, 1 away. High fly ball down the line and left. Ward, drop step, heads back on it. Won't get to this one, it drops foul. One-two pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. On to the next inning, stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, Alex DeJesus. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. That one's gone. He knew knew it as soon as he threw it. Hanging breaking ball, and he crushed it for a homer.
No.
Pinto, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one almost got him. Big bats still on their way, and he's already served up a homer this inning. Buckle up.
2-1.
We're here in the top half of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. One run already across the plate this inning. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. Now it's the right fielder, Will Robertson.
No,
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Popped up. Guerrero. And there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Javon Ward. He's already homered in this ball game.
Ball. Ball. 2 balls. No strike.
To the right side, Guerrero. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 hit in the top of the 4th inning with the Fisher Cats at the dish now. In the air, along the left field line. And a superb diving catch. Terrific play on the dive, and you know the team is fired up after that one. Always nice to see your teammate putting everything on the line.
1-0.
Nunez in the box with 1 away, looks at ball 1. Crushes this one to left, and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 4-0.
1-1-1.
He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. Play is made, 2 out. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. This one high and twisting down the left field line. It clanks off the foul pole. That's a homer. A shot to left. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 5-zip. It's a party at the plate for him in this ball game. 4 homers now. Seems like they enjoy taking 360-foot laps. 0-2 now. Battling here, fouls it away. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs have scored. Top half of the 4th. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swung on and missed, struck him out. And that's that. But they go deep. 2 away and a runner at first. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, number 9.
Strike. Woo. No ball. 1 strike. Ball. 1-1.
Up the middle. Pinto. Play made. That ends the inning. So 1 hit. Righty reliever out of the pen, Riley O'Brien. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And a curve misses outside. Fair ball. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Not in time. Safe. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That's how you want to do it on a hard fastball. Put the front foot down, kept his hands tight to the body, and barreled it up. Runner takes off for third. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that does it for this inning. Last chance for the home team. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, the designated hitter, number 9.
Ball.
That misses the zone. And it's 2-0.
2-0.
With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Yeah.
Strike one. That's some great
balls,
arm
one
action
strike.
from him to sell the changeup. And swing and miss.
2-2.
This one chopped on the ground. Terada whips it to first in time. And there's one away. The designated hitter, number 9, was solid with the bat. The first baseman, number 9, with a remarkable... One down. The designated hitter, the next to hit. Missed
That's
inside
out
with
the
the
corner.
curveball. Wallace measures 6'1". He throws a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he sometimes goes to the curveball.
Ball 2. 2 balls.
No score
strikes.
here in the second inning.
Up.
Some nasty
2-1.
action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Swings through it.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Beats the throw, and the batter reaches safely. Great hustle out of the box. He knew he had to go full out to get the hit. Can't fault the infielder on a ball hit that hard. I know I'd be ruling it a base hit if I were doing the official scorer's job. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. In there, called strike 3. Throw and safe. That is a stolen base. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Juan Guerrero digs in now. And the runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easy. Runner on the go again. Bounces this one to the right side. Inning over. So no run. 2 outs and a runner at first. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, number 9. Slider
ball,
misses
no
away.
strikes.
That's to third. Terada. There with plenty of time. Inning over. No runs. The go-ahead run aboard at first with nobody out. Swings through that one. What a sinker he's got. Tons of dive on that pitch. Usually a sinker is designed to get ground outs, but he gets batters to swing and miss at it. Foul ball there. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. And the pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, number 9.
Hey! No ball. 1 strike.
Down 0-2. Swings through it.
0-2.
And the slider just misses. That slider had some really good sweeping action, but just missed catching the zone. What a round. Tough call, but that ends the inning. So they go. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, number 65. And now the runner breaks for third in the dirt. Throw to third, safe. And now the pressure squarely on the defense with the winning run at third and nobody out. Not a lot of teams willing to risk stealing third with such a crucial runner, but it paid off for them here. Swing and a pop-up. Ward. And there's one away. One down and the winning run just 90 feet away at third.
Drive him in right now. Here we go, bud.
High fly ball to right field. Robertson brings it in for the out. Runner tags from third. He thought about tagging but heads back to third. Next to hit, the right fielder, number 13. On the ground to third, Terada. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Not much to speak about, but the first baseman, number 9, the top prospect in the league. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, number 9. Swings at the first pitch. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone. That one out to right. Robertson towards the line. And that's the end of the inning. Bases loaded, no outs. On the ground to second, might be 2. Oh, great stuff. The throw to second, and a run scores on the double play. And here's the first baseman. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 now. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Time called as he tries to refocus, down 0-2.
Hey, looks like
Base hit into the outfield. Coming around third. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Runner at first. The first baseman now at the plate. 1 for 3. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. Should be trouble here. Round second headed for third. Coming to the plate. Scores on that one. Really strong, loud contact on that swing. It didn't have enough to leave the ballpark, but it's still a very nice double. Digging in now for the Yard Goats. Runner takes off for third. And a ground ball to first. And it gets by. Throw to the plate. And the throw takes too long to develop. And a run scores. This game shows just why he's a key contributor. The first baseman, number 9. Peyton Williams will hit next. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. 1 gone, runner at first. The first baseman getting ready to hit. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. Swing and a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep, out of here. A 2-run blast, and that's how they take the lead. It's now 2-1. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Hit hard on a line. There's one down. And he may be feeling down as he heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if he has nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and he'll be on track for a promotion. And that's a base hit. Runner around third.
Cut it. Cut two. Cut two.
Comes in to score.
On the tag, you're out.
Now the tag at second. And here's the first baseman. He's already gone yard in this game. Grounder to third. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the... And now the right fielder. Alan Roden. Payoff pitch. And this one right back to the mound. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the first baseman, number 9.
Hey! No ball. One strike.
Hit weakly on the ground. One away. Winning run at third, 2 down.
Keep it going now. Keep it going.
This one high in the air, out to left center. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab. That ends the inning, and we're in extras here. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Dion Jorge.
Runner, runner,
And
runner.
the runner takes off for third.
One ball.
In the dirt.
2 strike.
No throw, and he steals third easily. Not a lot of teams willing to risk stealing third with such a crucial runner, but it paid off for them here. Now the defense really has to buckle down to keep this ball game tied. Runner goes again. Swinging a rocket. It's carrying. And he makes an incredible catch. Wow. What an effort he put in on that play. Covered a ton of ground and saved extra bases with the catch. On the mound, he might want to take a second before throwing this next pitch to give him a break. Runner's breaking for the plate. Fly ball out to right. Roden. And makes the simple catch. Here's the throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Winning run at third. 2 down. And the runner's coming home. Soft contact in the air. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Huge effort at the first baseman, number 9. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, number 9. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Foul ball there. Fouled off down the right side. Now here's the 0-2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Beck at second, Thompson over at first with 1 away. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. This one's crushed deep to left, way out of here. Home run. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. One down, the designated hitter, the next to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Belted deep to left center and gone. A solo shot, his second of the night, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Now up, the designated hitter. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because he digs in here with a chance at launching his third homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. One out, runner at second base. The shortstop now at the plate. Really strong swing there, and he might have thought he'd hit a homer right off the bat. Not quite enough for it, but runner takes off for third. Grounder to second. Handles the chance, and now a spinning throw to first. There's one, and they get the out. Nicely done. The designated hitter digs in now. So far, he's 3 for 3 with a double and a couple of homers. Left field getting pretty deep.
Go, ball! Go!
And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second. It's 8-1. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And there it is, his 100th hit. It must be so gratifying to reach these milestones that tell you, yes, the hard work and dedication are worth it.
Runner,
Pitch, runner is on the move for third. On the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, that's one. Throw off line, runner scores. It's 9-1. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference. The pitcher, number 9, the top. And here we go. Now it's the second baseman, Alex DeJesus. And we're underway.
First pitch, 111.
This could be a sign for the umpire's strike zone today. That one sure looked good to me. This one is labeled. Makes the grab, one away. Next up for the Fisher Cats, Adrian Pinto. A lot of clutch hitting recently, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. Right through there for a strike. One out and the base is empty. Right back to him on the mound. 2 out. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Now it's the right fielder, Will Robertson. And there's a base hit to right field. So a man on. And now the DH, Rainer Nunez. Struggling to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Missed off the plate, and that is ball 1. Out to center. On the way over. Gets there, got it. Is kudzu driving you crazy? Are creeping figs driving you to creeping madness? Are you stuck in the weeds? Then you need to call Hack and Slash Landscaping today. Top half of the second from Hartford. Ground ball to the right side. One down.
You're out of there.
Digging in, Philip Clark.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
In the air to left center. It falls in, and that's a knock. And that's a 1-out single. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, Alan Roden. Quick check on the runner at first. Clark back in standing.
That's the ball. 1-0. No,
Pretty clear
that's
he's
the ball.
trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. 2-1 pitch. That
That's
one
the ball.
missed. Fly ball very deep to right field. That one's got some carry. Out of here. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. Yohendrick Pinango, the next to hit, takes ball one.
No strike.
Still just one out here in the inning.
Hup. 1-1.
And that's a base hit into left. Now the third baseman, Riley Terada. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather. Pickoff move to first. Pinango gets back easily. 1-0, and the pitch.
Ball. 2-0.
To third, might be two. Sends it to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for two. Back to the top of the order here. At the plate, Alex DeJesus. Ouch, that one got him. And now it's runners at first and second. Next to hit for the Fisher Cats, Adrian Pinto. Clearly he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. 0 for 1 so far. Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first two pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. Off the mark there, and the count 1-2. Got the batter swinging for the K. Nice job controlling. And now it's going to be the designated hitter, number 9. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-1. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. Blasted that one out of here. 4th home run of the series. And we have a tie ball game. Makes the catch, 1 down. Rainer Nunez getting ready to hit. Grounds this one to the right side. Takes it to the bag alone. First two batters gone in the top of the third. Stepping to the plate for New Hampshire, Peyton Williams. 0 for 1. Out to short. Handles. That's the most efficient you can be. 3 outs on 3 pitches, and the inning is 2 away, and the bases are loaded. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, number 9. Bashes this one to deep left center. It's got a chance. Snags it on the warning track as they escape. Top of the 4th inning with the Fisher Cats at the dish now.
The catcher, Philip Clark.
Ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball. Alan Roden will hit next. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Right through there for a strike. In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first. Got him. 1 gone. Coming up now to the dish for New Hampshire, Yohendrick Pinango. 1 for 1 with a single so far. With his speed, it'll be really tough for the defense to turn to. And at this level, they may even rush the play and make an error. That's what makes him a weapon in spots like this. This one is labeled back there. Bangs off the wall. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. The tag out. Next up for the Fisher Cats, Riley Terada. Grounded out the first time. Swing, high fly ball to center field. Going back pretty deep.